I'm Tom. I just wanted to do a video on starting a compost bin for indoor composting. I just recently emptied all my compost out at my parents' place, so I'm starting over with a new bin, which is sort of cleaned out. And yeah, I just wanted to show how I do composting. I say indoor. I do keep this in my garage because it does produce some smell. But yeah, if you have that option, then I'd go with that. For truly inside composting, inside your house, I'm not too sure. I think you'd probably have to invest in some kind of bin that really controls the odor, and I'm not too sure about that, but if you do some research, I'm sure you can find something that you can use inside your house which won't produce too much smell. So I'm just going to start. I have a little cardboard tray. I've cut some holes in it. I'm going to stick that right in the bottom of the bin. I figure that's going to act as a little zone where liquid can collect and maybe keep some air in the bottom. Might reduce the anaerobic bacteria buildup. And then on top of that, I have these cardboard packing pieces of packaging that came with something I bought, and things like that are great. Also old egg cartons, those work great too, the cardboard kind. And then I've got my compost bin here. This is what I keep my compostables inside, but you can use something like a coffee can with a nice sealed lid. This has a filter on the top, so it does aerate it a little bit without letting the smell out. And I keep it under my sink with my garbage can, so I don't notice any smell. And mostly what I compost is coffee grounds, filters, and then just little bits of scraps from vegetables, and then also leaves from my plants, and just dead plants as well. A complete dead plant, I'll just throw the whole thing in, root ball, everything. Some of the things you want to maybe keep out of your compost pile are potato peelings. They can produce eyes, and they might start forming shoots or potatoes in your compost. Not a really big deal, but it might be something you want to avoid. Also with weeds, some people don't like the idea of composting weeds, especially if they're mature weeds, because then you get weed seeds in your compost. But for me, I mean, a lot of what I do is container gardening. It's very easy to pull out a little weed or a plant, maybe from like a tomato seed or something like that. Just some random plant that's growing, which I know is not supposed to be in there. I pull it out, and yeah, it's not something to be too concerned about. So I've got my 2 layers of cardboard in there, and it is very important when you're composting to do it in layers. So I'm just going to dump out my compostables. And I got some tomatoes which didn't ripen up, and coffee grounds, and coffee filters, and some leaves. I'm just going to spread it out. And it's quite moist. The coffee grounds are quite moist, so I don't need to add any water to it. But if it was very dry stuff, I would add some extra water. But yeah, basically I'm just going to build up here, maybe a layer about 3 to 4 inches. And then I'll put another piece of cardboard, some sort of cardboard, or you could use newspaper, and then do another layer on top of that. And the cardboard will break down with the other stuff that you're composting, and you'll get good compost. So that's me starting up my compost bin again here, and I'll do updates on how it's doing and how the compost is forming as the time goes by. So take care, everyone. I hope that was helpful. Bye.